Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Fumba with Flip Auto Experts, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on TPMS sensors on a 2010 Honda Civic. This has faulty TPMS sensors. I think a couple, maybe 2 or 3, but we're going to replace them all. We're going to unmount these tires. We're going to take out all 4 TPMS sensors. We're going to install new ones that we got from online, and I'm going to show you how to program them and get the TPMS system working and functioning as normal. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the first step for the TPMS rebuild, we're gonna break down the bead of the tire. We're gonna first deflate the tire by taking out the valve stem. Once you get the air out, we're gonna break the bead and we're gonna replace the TPMS sensor. So if you have access to a tire machine, it's always the easiest and the best. But if you don't, they make manual tire bead breakers. You can find them on eBay or even at your local parts store. I think Harbor Freight sells one for like about $100. A bead breaker, a manual one. So, but you have to gain access to the TPMS sensor. So once you got the bead broken, you want to separate the bead. The rim, tire bead from the rim. So now we got full access to the TPMS sensor. On this Honda Civic, the lock nut is 11 millimeter or 12 millimeter. Just loosen it up. You got the lock nut sensor. Sometimes they're equipped with a washer, so take the washer out if you have a new one to replace. This new sensor comes with a lock nut and a washer. Actually comes with 2 washers. We're just going to be using one of the washers. I like to use the aluminum one. You got a plastic one. Do a TPMS sensor, sneak it in. Put on the new washer. The new lock nut. All right, tighten it up. I'll take the valve stem out now, the valve core. Refill, and that's pretty much it. How you replace the TPMS sensor, and you just want to repeat the same steps on the other 3 tires. And after this, we're going to get into the programming. All right, so we're going to continue programming the tire pressure sensors on this 2010 Honda Civic. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to double check and make sure there's no codes in the system. So we're going to scan for any codes. No faults, no codes found. All right, that's good. They were actually cleared just a little while ago, so that's why we don't see any codes in there. All right, so we have the position now. So we're at the screen where we're gonna pick sensor ID learning. Sensor ID learning. Okay, this test is fully, all right. Make sure the TPMS tool is ready. And make sure the tool is ready. I like to use the quick mode. I think it works a little better. So we're gonna use quick mode, select Honda Civic, 2005 to 2011, yes. All sensors, single sensor also. I think it's just a little easier to use. You do it that way. On the screen, on the tool, hit yes, starting off with the left front. Get ready. And we gotta start sending a signal when it prompts you. Go ahead. Left front tire. That's just one signal. Let's see if it goes through. It didn't go through. That's why sometimes I actually do it a few times. So I like to send a signal a couple of times or a few times to make sure it goes through. And that one went through. Acquisition of sensor is completed. Hit OK. Left rear. Hit OK. Get ready. All right. Send a signal from the left rear. 1, 2. Like I said, I like to do it a few times because it doesn't usually catch at the computer after just one signal. That one caught. Move on to the next. Okay. Now we're going to be at the right rear. All right. Moving on to the right rear. Right, that took a little while to catch a signal, but went through. All right, check on the computer, make sure that took. Acquisition of sensor ID is completed. All right, that's good. Hit OK. Right front. All right. All right. That should be enough. All right, acquisition of sensor ID is completed. Hit OK. Register TPMS sensor ID in TPMS unit. OK. Establishing vehicle communication now. So it's now registering each sensor to each wheel and also registering the IDs to the TPMS system. So TPMS sensor ID learning has been completed. So they're saying that the low light is going to continue to flash, which you can see at the dash. It is flashing right now. It's prompting you to drive the vehicle up to 28 miles per hour. And then the indicator should eventually go off and it'll be completed. So we're going to drive it now and try to make sure the light goes off to know that we actually completed registering all 4 sensors to the system. So let's try that now. All right, so just completed the road test or the drive. Drove the vehicle about 20 miles per hour for about a quarter mile or so. And the low light indicator stopped blinking. It's now off. And that completes the programming as well as the installation initially we did for all 4 sensors on the 2010 Honda Civic. Any questions about any of the tools or procedures, leave them down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.